I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna be nominated as chairperson for the Granite County Board of Health Review. Anybody?
Yeah.
Or does anybody want to be the chairperson for it?
No.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and we'll call the order of the meeting. Approval of last meeting, March 17th.
So how many do we have on? Do we have down?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Michelle. I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Michelle, turn your camera on, please. Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Most been carried and passed. All right, we'll go into Chad Glen's discussion. He couldn't be here today. He had stuff that was going on. He has a report and I can read the report on it. This is on septic installations are going strong through the spring into the summer. Most of the development this year has been existing subdivisions. It sounds like the issues at the Wagon Wheel in Drummond are being worked through. The residents have invested their own time and money to make the necessary repairs to the property and have it nearly completed. As soon as they complete the well pump repairs and replacement and have the system completely online, I will personally go take a water sample and submit it to the lab to ensure the water is safe to drink. Mark is still steadily working through plan reviews for this year for ownership changes in our food service establishments, as well as what seems like a constant influx of mobile food units. Tourist homes just keep coming out of the woodwork as well. As we hear about them, for rent, we notify them of the necessity of licensure and have had the assistance of the Grant County attorney as well. And that is very effective. We are also getting ready for the summer events like barbecue, beef cook-off recently, such as the Tri-County Fair, Flint Creek Valley Days, and other intimate events. We seem to have the most organized in the mode of contacting our office if food is served to the public. I am missing the meeting due to medical issues with both my parents and I have a budget hearing scheduled. I don't anticipate any changes or increases for my budget for 26-27. That's for Chad Wannis, Tri-County Sanitarian. Any comments on that? Okay, we'll move right on into Granite County Tobacco Prevention Report with Amanda.
Hello, how are you guys?
Good, you?
Pretty good. So we had Michael DeLeon come on March 23rd to the high school. It was a really, really good turnout, and we had a lot of officers show up, and so I felt pretty good about that. In fact, we had him visit in Deer Lodge and in Drummond and also up at Job Corps, and the highest turnout of community service representation came from Granite County, so I was really pleased with that. July 8th at your library, I'm hosting an activity for youth. It will be an art-related activity, but of course, tobacco prevention education. I have 2 teenagers in Deer Lodge that testified in legislature 9 times last year on 7 bills, and they've created a presentation on their experience. And your superintendent has suggested that it would be possible for those 2 young ladies to do an assembly in your high school next year. He thought that it would be really awesome to have youth present to youth. And so we're going to work on that and see if we can make it happen. And then, of course, we have the Clean Indoor Air Act amendment. Blaine put together a really nice document, including that 30-foot distance amendment for you guys to review. And so I know it has to go through a couple of public hearings, but do you guys have a copy of it with you?
Yeah, it's right in the very back, that draft samples, the Montana Clean Indoor Act. Is that the one you're talking?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
haven't
today
looked-
is, go ahead.
we just got it. I have not looked at it yet.
Yeah, so I feel like that this is just the day that we introduce the first draft of language. There's a couple of possibilities for, like us to look it over for any kind of grammatical errors and stuff like that. It looks pretty good to me, so I'll reach out to Blaine. I got this yesterday at 3:30. But yeah, I know that. Is he with you guys? Is he in the room?
No, he's not here yet.
Okay, well, he was gonna navigate walking through like what the next step is for that, but he did get the language put together. It came from a combination of the state's protocol draft amendment language, and then Anaconda's copy was provided and Powell County's copy was provided. If this does pass, it won't really change a lot for the Board of Health or for myself. I will be in charge of visiting all of the businesses, providing new language and instruction. Mostly what's happening now is the same thing that will happen later. I just wanted to reference that in 2005, the Clean Indoor Air Act law went into place for almost all businesses in the state of Montana, and then some bars were grandfathered in and had to be smoke-free by 2009. When that took place, all businesses were asked to smoke outside of the business behind their establishment. And if they had maintained that over these number of years, a 30-foot distance ruling would probably have never been introduced. But people have just kind of gone and been pretty active about smoking right inside the front doors of a business, making it difficult for 78% of the population that don't smoke to enter a business without having to walk through cigarette smoke. So, as a local protocol, what I've done in Powell County and Anaconda is just ask them to go back to what the original plan stated in 2005. I won't issue a citation if they're doing it that way. It's if they're in the very front of their business that it would actually constitute. So I don't know if that's helpful to you guys, but it's been going well in Anaconda since 2017, and Powell County passed it in 2024.
So on this Clean Indoor Act, in order to accept it, we just put it on a regular agenda, or do we have to wait till the next Board of Health to accept it?
Yeah, I think it would go on your regular agenda. I got a message from Blaine yesterday. Let me see if I can pull that up really quick. So he says that for the original ordinance, we should have had the public hearing with a notice in the local newspaper 2 weeks and 1 week in between. So he kind of tweaked the Powell County document, and that's what you guys have before you. And so I can just touch base with him and see if it would go on your guys' regular agenda, but I think that that would be the case. But if not, then it will be on your next Board of Health.
Okay, thanks.
And that's all I've got for you guys.
All right, well, thank you.
Michelle wants to say something.
Any
I
comment?
have a question for Amanda. Sorry,
Go
I just
ahead.
had a question for Amanda. Do you know what the laws and regulations are for the sale of tobacco products from a security standpoint? How they need to be kept away from easy access for people to attain them without showing ID?
Yeah, it's illegal to sell to anybody under the age of
I
21.
realize that. I didn't mean the sale. Oh, sorry, I said 18 and you were correcting me at 21. Thank you. I guess more what I was clarifying is the laws in Montana for how a facility needs to keep nicotine products secure until sale?
You know, some establishments have had all of their tobacco products put behind the counter. Um, I think that that's like a local issue. I don't know that it's a state law, but Anaconda made that decision probably 3 or 4 years ago to put all of their stuff behind the counter. When I first started in 2015, it wasn't the case. So, I mean, I see sometimes their Zyn is sitting right on the counter, so I don't know if that's an official law or not, but I can find out for sure.
I would love us to look into that just because access, especially with Zins being as popular as they are, is a real important thing. And I'm seeing them literally on the way out the door at places right now. So there may not be anything that we have any jurisdiction to encourage, but I do see it as an opportunity just to make sure that we're not having them land in hands of minors. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, any other comments or questions? All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to the comments from Dr. Kira Khan. I don't know if she's on, but we can jump over in case she does come on, and then we can go back to her. Requesting a designated representative from Granite County Medical.
We wanna jump to Deb, yeah, we skipped Deb.
Huh?
Deb's report.
I jumped over Deb,
It's okay.
I guess.
Terry Robinson, Public Health. We are getting close to the end of our master contract. It was like a 10-year contract. So that is what oversees all of our task orders. You'll start seeing, they're gonna do a small amendment, and then you'll see a big master contract come back for that 10 years, just covering our task orders. So just a heads up, that will be coming. I see later on today, we have our immunization task order that is up on the agenda. Just a note, we are getting about $2,000 more each next year for our contract. Billings takes a lot. When we bill for our vaccine, takes a lot of time and patience. Jackie has been doing a great job of getting our money back as best that we can. We have revalidated with Medicare and Pacific Source Insurance, which is very time consuming. So good job to Jackie. We're getting ready to do flu shot season again. So we'll use the Blue Cross Blue Shield van. We'll do our Georgetown, Phillipsburg, and Drummond stops. Also, we're in the schools, daycares, courthouse. We just renewed our vaccine for children and our vaccine for adult contracts with the Department of Public Health and Human Services. And what that really does is, if they send us free vaccine for uninsured or underinsured individuals in our county. That's about it for them. THEP, our task order has been reimbursable this year, so it has been a little challenging. We have to turn in all of our receipts and justify that that has come out of our account. So we've been working with Sarah and Becky, and we got it down now. I think it's gonna go back the old way this next year, but we've got what we need for that. We've also been looking through our pod box. Our pod box is a point of dispension, so we have some totes that we can just grab and go if we need to. They have vests, pens, staplers, tapes. So we've been going through those boxes and refurbishing them so that we don't get there with dry Sharpies and tape that doesn't stick. Our student safety fair in April was a good success. We saw over 300 students. We was able to get a lot of good information home to families. I did hand you some survey results from our students. We used stickers on posters, and it was really interesting watching the kids put those stickers on their posters. Those older kids really thought a lot about where to put the stickers. And I think we got a fairly good look at the students' mental health in Granite County. It was very interesting. We did both the schools together. I didn't separate them out. They were pretty close. Both the schools' answers were pretty close. We'll be doing that again next year. We had over 20 vendors. We had an extra grant, so it allowed us to get lunch. We had some Amazon cards to encourage the kids to do our survey. We would like to thank Commissioner McClure, who spent the whole day with the students at the survey table. It was a lot of fun though. The blood drive in Drummond is at the Valley Fire Hall. This last one, we hit a new record. We had 16 donors, 18 units was donated. So every blood drive, we get a few more. With consistency and being in a visible location, we feel like it's working out very well. Our next drive is August 3rd. We always do 1 to 6. And then we'll do another one in December. And a big shout out to Valley Fire for allowing us to use their facility. Our maternal child grant, our safety fair fulfills a lot of our deliverables for this grant. This year, we really put an emphasis on mental health and the ability of our students to discuss mental health and access mental health. So some of those questions really dived into, do you know how to access mental health? Do you have someone that you can talk to? And we really found our students have a lot of resources. Our sexual risk avoidance program, I did do the 8th graders in Phillipsburg this year. We will start with the 6th through 8th graders next year and do Power Up, Speak Out. It's a short 5-lesson programs and it's about healthy relationships. We've chosen bullying as our target next year. And this curriculum really talks about how one person being in power and bullying. So that'll be a good fit. Our Drummond Health Fair, we really had a very low turnout, but our vendors were able to collaborate and figure out some different activities. I don't know, as a health fair is really the way to get people out. State of Mind came to Phillipsburg last fall. We do have a small community group that is discussing a return visit. We'll have artists come and work with the students and then find an event that we can display that, and that the artists will help the students put their words into art. And so then we'll display their art through town. I'm with Chad. The wagon wheel seems to be pulling together pretty well. From the outside, it looks 100% better. It looks a lot better from the outside. Farmers Market, we'll be at the Drummers Farmer Market and the Phillipsburg Farmers Market once a month, just trying to engage and encourage folks to get their home hardening inspection done with that CWPP. We will be looking also into having someone come into the libraries and doing some homemade filters so that when smoke season gets bad, they can at least have a safe room that is smoke free. Skate park will be opening July 11th. We'll be there with tobacco prevention. We'll talk about helmets, pads, sunscreens, and lip balms. That's it.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
So, with all the excellent work that you've been doing at the school, especially with like these mental health assessments, I know that, with our integrated behavioral health grant that we have at our hospital, the same individual that is participating in that grant with us is also the licensed clinical social worker who's been working at the school. What I'd like to see is maybe, some collaboration between the hospital and the school so that kids that are being seen maybe regularly there don't get this gap in the summertime where maybe they're not being seen, where we can kind of pick them up and have them come up and continue working through their mental health throughout the summertime. Because I feel like because it's the same woman, at least there'll be continuity of care.
Consistency.
But maybe this, they don't have that 3-month off of like, and I haven't talked to anybody for 3 months before they go back to school again.
And we did have her at our health fair.
Okay,
So, I think it's just getting them connected and getting that worked out, right?
okay, yeah, I'll talk with her and see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate to see the kids have to go through
Yeah.
3 months of not maybe being able to have someone to talk to, just because the school's not open.
Yeah,
Could you stay here, Lee?
Sorry, Jessica Martin. Sorry, nope, you're good.
yeah, I think, and like I said, I think the more her face is consistently at these events, the more comfortable those kids are gonna feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's work on that.
Okay.
You know, summertime is when our kids are hungry, they're left alone,
Mhm.
they probably could use that.
Be good. Anything else? Could you explain WIC quick?
Oh, sorry, WIC. So our WIC program is carried through Anaconda. We just don't have enough community families that need WIC. So they can call the Anaconda office. And the number is 563, I can't remember now. Anyway, they can call the Anaconda office. Most of that WIC is done over the phone. You'll use your doctor's anthros. And I noticed the Drummond people tend to call Missoula and go to Missoula. So you can call Anaconda or Missoula and get your WIC done. Most of it's over the phone. You might have to go to that place maybe once a year at the most.
Here's phone number 563-7863.
There you go.
Thanks, I
Thank
guess,
you. I called it.
I have it.
Is that on your website?
I don't know. I think that we do have a little blurb about WIC being carried through Anaconda.
Can we maybe check that?
Let's make sure. Yeah, because we have WIC, we have home visiting asthma and tobacco that all come from Anaconda.
Yeah, there are, it's on it.
Yeah.
So is that number on there? Okay.
Yep.
Right, any comments or questions?
Sorry, I missed Amanda's portion, but she talked about the
We have.
that ordinance. Hey, what you guys think?
Well, we just got it and I haven't looked at it, I was just thinking, the one question was I brought up was, can we pass it in just a normal meeting, or do we have to wait till the Board of Health meeting to pass it if it's all good?
It can be a Granite County ordinance, or it could be a Board of Health ordinance.
Wouldn't it be better to be a Board of Health?
I think so, and then,
I'm speaking for you.
yeah, so you could have a special Board of Health meeting, cause it needs to have the 2 weeks in the newspaper notice. Or you can just have it in your next regular meeting, up to Board of Health.
So Blaine, on that, so we were just introduced to it today. This way we would have time to research it, get it in the paper, and then get it on the next Board of Health meeting to approve. Is
Yeah,
that what you're saying?
That sounds
What you
good, that's
think?
one
Yeah.
option. You could speed that up by doing a special meeting, but I think the next regular meeting's in,
September.
that would be good timing. I
Yeah.
think.
I do have a quick question. What is the difference between a Board of Health ordinance and a Granite County ordinance?
Just it has the same effect, it'd just be who's adopting it.
Okay,
I think it comes through the Board of
Yeah.
Health, being that you're proposing it and it looks better that way and it's gonna be better to resolve than us as a.
Yeah, the statute's clear that the Board of Health can regulate that type of thing.
Amanda, is that timeline okay with you to adopt it the next meeting, Board of Health meeting?
yeah, I think that gives us time to look for, like I said earlier, any grammatical errors or language issues, and gives us time to, if you guys just got it this morning, then you're gonna need some time to review it, and so, yeah, I think that's perfectly fine. So the 2 weeks, would that stuff happen before the next Board of Health meeting? All of the public hearings and statements in the newspaper? So you guys could just be ready to vote it in on the next one?
This plan, the public hearing would be at the next Board of Health meeting, but it could be adopted then. The newspaper notice would be in the paper the weeks before then. You need it 2 weeks in the paper, but by statute, you need a gap in the order. So it'd be, the first reading would be 3 weeks, or the first notice would be 3 weeks prior.
So who does that? Does that Amanda?
I'll draft it up and work with
Okay.
Amanda, but yeah, and Miranda, yeah,
Not Amanda, Miranda?
both.
Okay, so we're all good on that? Any other questions there? All right, so we'll go ahead.
Thank you, Blaine.
You're welcome.
Next, we'll go into comment from local health officer, Dr. Kira Khan. I don't think she's on today. All righty. We'll go to the requesting a designated representative from Granite County Medical Center to report to the Board of Health and scope of reporting.
So I wasn't sure, so last time when it got brought up, it was like the first time and it never really was, I guess, approved as something we wanted to do regularly, so is this something we wanna go ahead and move forward with doing regularly, just clarifying? Jessica Martin from the hospital, we've seen a lot of ticks lately, it's tick season, a lot of people are coming in and getting ticks removed. I'm working with Deb to figure out the most efficient way to send these ticks in for testing. So if people find ticks on them, we recommend, you go ahead and do the removal, but if you can put them in some sort of a sealed bag or something, stick it in your fridge until you get them to the hospital. My hope and goal is to get a couple of kits on hand where we can then ship them out. There's been no evidence showing that there's been any, Lyme disease or any infected ticks in our area. But we always like to submit a couple every year at least just to continue to confirm that. So if anyone gets a ticket home and feels like they want to bring it into the hospital, as long as it's in a sealed container, we'd be more than happy to take it from them. Otherwise, we haven't seen any contagious diseases or anything like that that's been going around town, anything consistent amongst the public, so.
Is measles still an issue?
Measles is still in Montana, but we have not seen any cases for a while.
It's good.
I feel like we've gotten pretty good at honing in on, quarantining. And remember, if we've had a measles shot, this is mostly affecting the unvaccinated, little communities, so it's not so much our big communities.
So on that designated representative, what do you want to do on that?
I think if the board wants to make a motion to approve it, then we can just add the Granite County Medical Center discussion to the regular agenda every time.
I'd entertain a motion, go ahead and approve it.
So that would be you, then.
It would be me or Michelle. Michelle
Okay.
happens to be on the road today, so,
Okay.
yeah.
It'd just be somebody from there to give like what you just did.
Mhm.
So I'd make a motion that, the representative from Granite County Medical Center gives a report. Is that
Regular meeting?
each regular meeting? From the Granite County Hospital.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I wasn't sure if we were allowed to say that.
Yeah.
I know, right?
All in- Whoa, we're in a meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you.
All in favor? Motion been carried.
Aye.
Pat. All righty, well, being that, we'll go ahead and agenda item for next quarterly Board of Health meeting. If something comes up, we'll just, everybody get together, call it in, we'll put it on and go over it.
And I forgot to mention, I just wanted to bring it up to the public that, we're at the end of June, headed into July. Sports season's gonna start here shortly with the school. And just a reminder that now would be a great time for people to get their kids in for their sports physicals. If they haven't, I believe, if I recall correctly, the regulations changed. I think they're good for 2 years now. So if they got one last year, then they should be good this year. I would double check that. But it's better to do it now than wait till, 2-3 weeks right before school, because then everybody's trying to get in, and we take walk-ins, anytime, just and come in and we can get that taken care of.
Okay. Well, on that note, thank you, everybody, and we'll adjourn. In the next meeting. will
I
be-
actually have a quick question. Can we just confirm the next meeting is this 15th of September? That's correct?
Yes, that's what I was just starting to read.
Oh, and well, then the other thing is for agenda items, this Clean Indoor Air Act has to be an actual agenda item that requires action. Is that correct?
Well, we can act on it if we have it on the meeting,
Okay.
right?
On the agenda.
Yeah, it has to be on the agenda and we can act on it.
If it's just, this is plain, it's like ministerial, then it could be, but yeah, if it's a significant public issue, then yeah, it should be on the agenda.
Well, right now, we wouldn't have agenda items for the next quarterly meeting.
Not that.
That's gonna be coming before the next quarterly meeting. So I mean, that's kind of confusing when you say we need to have our agenda items for the next quarterly meeting when we don't have any.
Just giving everybody, start getting stuff ready so we
Yeah.
have them when we do it, right?
Yeah.
And it's on the 15th of September, 2026 at 9:00. Thank you, everybody. We're adjourned on the Board of Health. Good job, everybody. Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Thank you, go ahead.
I'll just use those for you.
Okay, now we'll start our regular agenda for Tuesday, June 16th, 2026. Commissioner Kolaski is not present today. I will be the acting chair for today, and our next agenda item is the board minutes from the regular meeting on June 9th, 2026.
I'll make the motion that we accept the regular meetings on June 9th, 2026.
I'll second that. Any public comment? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so our next agenda item is correspondence, and the first item is from Montana State University, the LTAP monthly webinars for June and July. This is local technical assistant program. This shows when they'll be having their web link, and it's for our information. Okay, the next agenda or correspondence is from Galen Steffens, a division administrator for the Community Montana Division. And the reason is the Montana Coal Endowment Program application submission for May 2026. And this is a letter to Commissioner Kolaski that when we submitted our Montana Coal Endowment Program construction application, and it says on here that we, based on this review, we have been determined that our project is eligible for ranking and review. And no other materials need to be submitted for your application to be included in the ranking process. So this means that we have a chance with the MCEP grant program. That correct? The next agenda or correspondence item is from the Federal Energy Regulation Commission, which is FERC, and it's an electronic mail to Commissioner Kolaski, the chairperson. And the subject is the 2025 Emergency Action Plan update for the Flint Creek Hydroelectric Project. And this, the letter acknowledges that our March 10th, 2026 letter transmitting the updated Emergency Action Plan, EAP, for the Flint Creek Hydroelectric Project, number 2107 or 12107. They've reviewed the information and provided the following comments. Comments 1, 2B and 3 from your November 12th, 2025 letter have been addressed in and updated in EAP. And comments 2A, 2C from your November 12th, 2025 letter have not been addressed in the updated EAP. These comments should be shared with your fourth part 12D independent consultant for consideration as part of their review of the EAP in the comprehensive assessment report. Onward and upward. Our next correspondence is from DEQ, Department of Environmental Quality, and it's public notice MT-26-06. And this pertains to Grass Valley Gardens LLC, and which is in Missoula County, so it doesn't have anything to do with Granite County, but they're letting us know that their applicant is being addressed with the Montana Groundwater Pollutant Control System. And we have another electronic mail from FERC, which was dated 6/9/2026. And the subject is the EOT request for Flint Creek project documents due by April 1st, 2027, Flint Creek Hydroelectric Project. And the letter is to acknowledge April 21st, letter requesting an extension of time to submit public safety plan. And so in accordance with 18 CFR 12.64, the owner's dam safety program and the implementation thereof shall be reviewed at least once annually by the licensee's dam safety staff. And that's it for correspondence. Is there any public comment on correspondence? Okay, with that, then we'll go into our next agenda item, which is public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction. Is there any public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction? You have someone raising their hand. Monica? Go ahead, Monica.
Good morning. This is not an agenda item. This probably hasn't been on the agenda, but I have some concerns about the safety of the employees in your courthouse. And this is a complete and random thought, but if you have only one person, okay, let's backtrack. So in the world we're living in today, it's not like it used to be. I think we can all admit there's a lot of mental issues out there, people that are not thinking straight, whatever. Anyway, if you have one person in an office there, it doesn't matter whether it's the treasurer's office or the clerk and recorder's office or Blaine's office. If you only have one person in an office and somebody comes in and they're highly agitated and you feel you need protection, how are you going to pick up the phone to call 911? I just feel like I feel maybe the commissioners need to look into putting some safety buttons under people's desks. So that if you get somebody in there that's having an issue, that they can just push a button and your sheriff's department can respond immediately. Now, do I realize that it's a budget concern? Yes, but I thought maybe I should just put it before the board. I don't know if that's something that you've talked about, but I do have some concerns about your safety. Even the commissioner's safety.
Well, sorry, we already have buttons in the offices where they can push on and it goes right to the jail or the sheriff's office.
Is that under their desks?
Yes.
You put it on like a keychain potentially, but it could be in your desk or mounted to your desk.
It's kind of been put to them, put them where they want them, where they feel more secure with them is what we did.
Okay. I didn't realize that. So I was just thinking, just in the world we live in, sometimes I have concerns about that.
Yeah, the app too.
There's an app too.
The
Emergency.
emergency app, it's on their phones.
Okay.
No, it's good. It's good to bring up just so that people do know, and then people that come in that they have that they know too, that they can get that and boom.
Monica, this is Blaine. I have a taser in my office, and I think the county paid for it.
Hey, did you have to get tased?
No, I'm not law enforcement.
Dang it. I was hoping you could like put that video out there for us all to watch.
Would you like to do it?
Oh, would I like to tase you? There have been moments, but not today. We're good.
You'd like to pay me, I know that. That'd be, you can make a lot of money.
I know it. That would be a weekly thing for me with you, Scott. I would tase you weekly.
You know. I'm glad you brought that.
Okay, thank you.
I'm glad you brought that safety up though, because that should be kind of opened up that people do, you know, hear about that. There is stuff in here that they can hit and there's help coming.
Yeah,
So
I just have concerns if you guys are in the offices by yourself. You know, there has been occasions when I'm pretty sure Blaine has probably ticked somebody off. So if his secretary's in there by herself, she needs to have that safety, you know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Stephanie's ex retired from Oakland PD though, so I wouldn't mess with her. But that's a good point. And and let me correct myself. I am law enforcement, but I'm not a peace officer. That's yeah.
Hey, get him a little badge.
Well, and it takes longer to dial 911 than it does to hit a button. Like, you know, that would be my concern. If you don't have it in your hand or readily available where everybody knows where it's at, it's concerning.
So this is an instant where maybe we could refresh everyone in their offices that they do have a button to push so that if they are by themselves, they'll have it handy. Thank you for bringing that up, Monica.
And I think Jackie does take care of that. She checks on them and
So our safety coordinator.
Here's one idea though. A ring camera at all the doorways. Maybe in fact the commission should consider that. Those are.
I just think in the world we live in, being safer is better. And sometimes, speaking of the ring cameras, if people know that they're on camera, they're less likely to do stupid stuff.
Yeah, that's up to.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Monica.
you wait till later.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Thanks, Monica. Is there any other public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction? We still have a few minutes. If everybody wants to ask a question or has a public comment. Don't want to rush things.
No.
And Monica, quit playing with your hair.
You're still on camera. Behave, or you will be tased. I'll call Frank.
I had to say that. Okay, well, I guess we can go into our weekly report on road and bridge. If you have
an update from what I've been told and seen, on the lower end, they're going right along. They've been up Rock Creek where that slide come down, cleaned it all out, hauled all the stuff that slid down back to the county shop. And they put up some rock barriers and they've been blading. And then they're gonna go out and take them out by the airport road and fill in, there's some really big holes. They're gonna take the skid steer out there, fill them in and blade that. Like we'll get maybe a dump truck load or whatever. And, on a note on the upper end up here, both graders are broke down. One, they're gonna have to haul back into town, sounds like, under warranty. The other one, Steve, he was gonna get a hold of me. I haven't heard nothing from him yet this morning, so he must not have heard from Cat yet. But if it comes down to that, we have to, if they're both gonna be down, we might have to just get one low boy from Hall or wherever it is, up to Peter so they can still keep playing so we don't lose. So that's and we need to order some more mag to make sure we have it on hand. 'Cause it's gonna start going pretty fast. I know it's spendy, but we don't dare back off and not mag what they actually done over the years, mag, and it's good. One other comment is, I'm supposed to put it out that the people that have pivots that are hitting county roads, can they please shut them off before they hit the county roads? I guess they're just setting them. I don't know nothing about pivots, but I wanted to pass that on. A person called on that and Bob Bender called and he was told that he could do it a year ago, so he's gonna do it again. It's called a Texas cattle guard, and it's what you put in front of another cattle guard. So the cows, our cattle guard, the cows are just jumping over it, and he has a setup, you can set it in front so the cows don't do it. And I said, go ahead, if you've been told last year he got told he could do it, he's gonna do it again this year. I haven't made it up to look at it. Sam said he'd try to later to look, but it worked last year, so I guess we'll go ahead and, he said if people complain because it slows them down, but that's too bad. I mean, you got
Slowing down the traffic would be good.
yeah. Other than that, I think I covered everything, because I think it's all here.
Well, this Brian, issue got brought up of the radar signs up at Georgetown and what's the status on that?
Last year we talked about doing, then we kind of fell away from it due to the fact that some won, some didn't, we couldn't make their minds up, and we
Oh,
approved it to put them up, but
It hasn't been purchased yet?
that's something that we kind of let drop.
So are we gonna do, refresh my memory, were we gonna get one to be up there permanently?
Yes.
And we haven't done it yet.
Because there was
we
some-
ordered it and was, I don't know how we even checked now, I guess.
talking to Jake, yeah. Well, it's up to the commission, but I think that's a good idea up there, and I think the crosswalk probably needs repainted as well. So, they were just a call.
I guess then, on that note, we'd have to, we'll talk, maybe we can talk to Steve or somebody, see if they know anything about it, that they did.
Yeah, this is Georgetown Lake Road, yeah.
Well, once we get our interviews in place, and it'll be easier because we'll have performance to visit with. Be
Yeah.
more official,
Yeah, that's a
so,
good plan.
yeah. Ideas like this need to be passed along to them, which is good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know we talked about getting it, and I thought it was.
I remember, yeah,
And they were putting it on a steel post up there, and we had it all in plan, and something wasn't. Remember that somebody come in, they didn't want it there, they wanted it somewhere else, and then we was like, we can't. We just gotta put it up here and call it, and then it never.
does it need to be close to the crosswalk, I would think? I mean,
Well, I don't know, we studied it and got it to where. The supervisor had it all planned where he was gonna put it, and they were complaining about where he's gonna put it, so I think I just got kind of like,
oh, yeah,
I don't know, I'll check back in on it.
okay.
is there any comment on the road and bridge weekly report? Okay, means none. We have 10 minutes until we have the solid waste district weekly report.
Now you talk.
Oh, I'm gonna wait.
Oh, I'm not,
No,
we've got 10
I
minutes.
just asked him how it was.
Oh.
Oh. Busy out there?
Yeah. Soon as the nice weather comes out, it makes it, more interesting to get through the day sometimes. Did you have a birthday?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks for reminding me.
When you're younger, birthdays.
Oh, good.
Good looking, all right. I remember you're older than I am. Yeah, 53. Yeah. 51. Good age.
You guys doing over there?
Talking about ages.
Okay, I guess we're close enough. We have Todd Foster here, if you want to go ahead and talk to us about your site, as long as you're here.
Yeah, everything seems to be going fine. Busy, obviously, with the summertime, opening it up. The fire department wanted to come down and they got a window from the 19th of this month to the 19th of next month to do the burn pile again.
Yeah,
So it's not so huge come later in the season, which I think it's a great idea. I've got refrigeration recovery happening. I got to send in a quote for the A2L compatible machine to use refrigerants that are semi-flammable.
is this now, if we get this is all we're gonna need, and then we can just go through.
That should be the last item we need.
Okay,
I do need to get it's just a certain type of fitting that goes on the, like, camper refrigerators, 12-volt propane burners. They have ammonia in them. They're a different style of fitting. Just have to get a fitting that fits that.
can you order that if we approve this, can you order, cause, I mean, I'm sure we'll approve it to get it, but can't you get one through Johnson?
Yes, he just wasn't sure which style of fitting I needed, so I need to find one that I have in there, get some measurements on it. Now I can,
Sorry.
it's basically just a fitting, a hose on it for the valve. I have to get a 55-gallon drum, which they come through the dump all the time. Just something I can use water to put that ammonia through the proper process for it. Did you have, like, use that for fertilizer or whatever? It's not a big deal, but the biggest thing is getting that machine to take care of the refrigerants they've been putting out for the last 20 years or so that our machine does not handle.
What?
Well, I'd go ahead and I'd go ahead and get this stuff so we can get that done.
Right.
We need to do it, so.
Yeah.
I don't see no problem. Go ahead and order it from Johnson's and get it, Johnstone, sorry.
And that's just a regular maintenance thing, which you would go ahead and you don't need.
Well, it's over $1,000. I think we kind of threw that out at him.
Yeah, that's what I was told before. It is
Bring it to us. But I'm glad you did, but I go ahead and get that fitting and get everything you need to get this damn thing rolling.
Right. Yeah, no, and like I said, I've been doing it. I've been the ones that are legally valuable down there, using the older machine on the older style refrigerants. It's not too big a deal. One big pressing issue I have going on right now is the oil.
I don't know what we're gonna do. I've called around too and I can't figure out.
I can't find anybody. I went through, when I first started there, Jody gave me a number for a guy out at Drummond that used to do it. But he said he'd retired. He gave me a number to Oil Works. I had Oil Works come and do it twice. They said they can't come do it again because for logistics, it didn't work for them. There was money coming out here. So then I hooked up with Tri-State Oil. They did it last time. When I called them this time, they said, well, there was too much sediment in there, so we're not gonna service you. And I'm like,
well, then if it's showing up, some of these guys are bringing the oil in, it has a crest on it, and then that just burns up the oil burners. So that's why we're getting stuck more and more with it. Otherwise, we'd have to have a cleaner, and we're not gonna get into cleaning anymore.
Right. I just know at this point that in-ground tank is full.
How many gallons is that?
350, I believe.
You think for the summer, we could get another tank? This is awesome. Could we get another tank and just to get us by? I don't wanna start telling people we can't do it, and then we have it there scattered all over on the banks and.
So I agree.
But if we could order another 350-gallon tank just to get by for now till maybe we can find something, and then if we can't, then we're gonna have to just.
I don't even think a tank that size would be needed. I think if we got like one of those 100-gallon crate totes, like,
One of
Food
the
processing
mag ones
totes.
that we have,
what's that?
we have some of the mag ones,
I don't know.
like that,
I don't know
mag,
what those look like.
they're big square ones.
Yeah, it's the same thing. They're like big, used in food service industry and whatnot. I know Granite Disposal, when I was working in previous shops, they used to bring one of those 100-gallon totes, then they'd come pick it up when it was full. I called them and they said they wanted $180 or something to come and do it. And I'm like,
I think we're better off to pay the whatever, pay what we have to for now, on this lease, we can get rid of it, and then maybe get another tank there and start trying to keep it as clean as we can. And then if they'll take it, and then on the old tank, let's just shut it off for now, and then figure out what the hell to do with it.
okay,
I got so much crap in there, I wouldn't want it either.
yeah, I don't know how long that thing's been in the ground. I'm sure it's full of all sorts of sediment, you know, you'd have to think.
Are you good on that, Blanche?
Yeah, what are we gonna say? I don't know. Who does Drummond's?
He said he's got a local guy that comes and gets it. I asked him if he could come get mine. He said, no, he's already got too
Well,
much.
can we bring it down to him?
We start
I have no way to
transferring it,
transport it.
Matt, I just don't pay that money to somebody that has a regular rig that.
So- We could get someone to come that we'd have to pay to pick it up.
If we got a new tote, the tank that we have now is in ground and he's pumped out. Only certain people are capable of doing that because it's a 2-inch
Mhm.
main pump that comes out of it. You know, most guys aren't set up for something.
So we need to invest in that, is that what you're saying?
I think that we need to invest in, like Granite Disposal, one of theirs, bring it, and then when they come get it, pay them to get rid of it. You good?
Absolutely. I'll get a hold of them later then. See if we can get.
And
that
on the
all-
old one, I'll call around, I know a couple people that still might, they're doing some stuff with it, mixing it with some stuff, so. We'll just shut the old one off, but I think it's too dirty, I don't think they'll take it either, Todd.
Right.
It just got, if it have any little bit of pressure on it, burns up them oil burners, so we can't keep them lit.
And you can't tell when somebody brings in a jug what all's in it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And
A lot of guys are draining oil, all of a sudden here comes the pressure on the drain pan and their motor's junk, they don't know, you know,
right.
guess where it goes.
Right, and then half the time too, there can be fuel in it, you never know what's gonna be mixed inside of the
The
fuel.
fuel's not as bad as the Presto, the
No.
fuel will burn the Presto.
Right, I just didn't know what Tri-State was
Mhm.
falling sediment or, you know, different.
They
stuff.
want clean
They
tank.
want clean.
Not screen tank.
Right, well, and I mean, this is screened as it goes in, but, you know, after that, I can't really control it at all.
I just get a hold of Granite, let's just stay with that. You good?
I'll keep trying to contact, you know, like I said,
We can get rid of that old crap then, get rid of it, let's just try to have Granite take care of it from now on.
okay. I'll set it up with them then.
So one thing last week, we were talking about the dump card and I think, Miranda sent you an email. We decided that if someone had a note from the person that has their property that they can dump.
To use somebody else's account.
Yeah,
I've already put that into place.
Okay.
I'm getting people
All right.
sending me in written permission.
Okay.
Scott Redding set me up a spreadsheet so I can find that on the computer
Okay.
real quick rather than have to rifle through a file.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He also set me up, for refrigerant, record keeping, another spreadsheet. That's gotta be, we gotta keep records back 3 years on those, so. That's all
okay,
coming
good.
forward, absolutely.
Going pretty good then, really.
Yeah, I like the idea of getting permission too, because obviously we had an issue
Yeah.
recently about someone wanting to use the
Yeah.
account.
Puts you in a bad spot, puts you in a bind there with what to do.
If you don't have the card in your hand or written permission, I don't accept it,
That's right.
and the way it's been so far, I've just been doing it by mouth, you know, both.
Yeah, we gotta cover ourselves and you that way.
Yeah, that's the right, it's the right way.
I'm not gonna let anybody dump on somebody else's account if I know and you know, but there's
Was there
definitely,
anything that you had that you needed to bring to our attention while you showed up in person?
she had me show up for about the refrigerant machine. She asked me to show up to it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you could have just called us and I mean, yeah, it's good you showed up, cause we got some other stuff resolved.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Occasionally
Yeah,
we need to have some face to
I
face.
definitely get on, call them right away and get it ordered and we'll cover
Right on. I will
it.
call
And
them
the
today.
feeding,
What's that?
and the feeding.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
to get sometimes I know they come, it might be 10 of them, a different, they maybe just get set up so you have them on the.
Right, yeah, he wasn't even sure which one I was talking about. Apparently ammonia isn't
Sounds
really
good.
do a whole lot of it there. I just want to make sure I do it properly and not gas myself out. End up passed out on the
Yeah, we
ground.
don't want that.
Yeah, ammonia inhalation
You
ain't
fall
good.
into the.
So we'll move on to, the Drummond site. We got an email from
Thanks.
Thanks,
John Kendall and daily check of daily maintenance.
Sounds like they're having a heck of a time trying to get that foam for them tires. They read it over and,
Still no foam.
yeah, but I don't know if you got it today.
Oh, I thought he was getting new tires. That didn't work. Oh, well,
They got the front, but they didn't get enough to do the back.
oh, okay.
What he's saying is no.
Okay,
It's going pretty good, everything's busy.
we got about 5 minutes before our next agenda item.
Stayed the same, huh?
So what's coming out, 40?
41.3.
No. So we're matching.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have a little warm weather here for a few days, and I heard there's a big storm coming, I don't know if that's true, we hear from us. The wind's what's gonna bother us now more than anything by the evaporation. Busy up around there.
Yeah, rain forecast Saturday. Windy today, saying.
They had on the news more severe wind, I don't know if it was here or over east. We get them just as bad here as they do.
Mm-hmm.
77 on Friday and then rain. On Saturday.
So all the offices had little buttons they pushed in.
And they used to, Janine used to test them, and then Jackie was testing, make sure everybody, they have a test day or whatever.
The app really is a, yeah, one touch too.
Yeah. We'll have to check with Jackie on the buttons still, cause I think we got the app in place of that, I'm not sure.
Everyone has it on their phone and
Yeah,
one click of a button on
or their
phone.
desktop.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
It's
right.
better.
Bring it up, oh, huh? You know, and like,
So you just have to push in on your screen and it,
Yeah, and she had us go through, we were all, I mean, I went,
Yep.
downloaded it and trained up on it.
You
I
can put
guess
right where
that's-
you're at,
uh,
and you can put right where you're at in the building too, like if
Yeah.
you're
I
not.
think at first maybe just have an update on it and just make sure everybody knows how to use it, looks like. Oh,
So cool.
so would that be something that when they come to work, they wanna make sure that's close at hand and,
Have it on their desktop and have it
Yeah.
on their,
oh, on the desktop too?
and their
Mm-hmm.
phone.
It
case their
easily,
phones over
instead
here
of
like
reaching
they
on
have
the
in
phone,
there.
yeah.
Yep.
No, I think it's a good deal. Who's that up in the corner? That Spencer?
Paul,
Oh,
Talon.
can't hardly, so, hold up.
What,
I just seen who was on the video.
does that mean?
No, it's in the corner,
And
the other corner.
The other corner, Paul, hey, Paul, we see ya. We see ya,
which Paul? Paul Talent?
Paul T.
Paul T, all
We
right,
have
hello.
Paul T. Okay, we're a couple minutes early. I don't think we're rushing things, so I think we could go on into the dam tenders report from Georgetown Lake outflows. You have that information, oh, okay, so 6429.49, 0.12 inches below full pool, but it has been full pool. So it has reached full pool.
Well, 8:15 this morning, AM this morning, it was at 0.5. I'm not sure what.
At what time?
8:15 this morning,
This is at 7:15.
so later, yeah, it's a full pool,
So it's at full pool.
yeah, we're good.
Mr. Paul T, do you have any comments to make?
Yeah, we're barely going over the spillway. There's this strip up down the middle, and I would say just leave everything right where it is. My suggestion. And as soon as it gets to like maybe 0.45, then we go down.
Okay.
And I'd also like, between all of you and the agencies involved, I think we've done a wonderful job this year.
Yep, I do too.
I'd just say, yeah, once it's below full pool, then go to 30, but yeah, you're at full pool now and match inflows without.
Looking good.
All right.
So we're doing the motion is gonna be,
Motion to stay as is of right now, and if we go below full pool, then we go back to 30 as irrigating in the
Okay.
first stuff.
so now it's what's flowing in and out,
We're matching right now.
we're matching, okay. I'll second that. During public comment,
Hi, everyone. Michelle McGree with Fish, Wildlife and Parks. Brad was having a hard time getting the Zoom link, so I just emailed him and he should be on momentarily, but I'm guessing he's gonna be fine with matching inflows and outflows. Especially because we're at full pool.
yeah.
Oh, he's in the waiting room. Okay, here we go. Brad, I just mentioned I thought you would be fine with inflows matching outflows, so please speak up if you have any other thoughts.
Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds good. So did you accidentally send me this link to meet with you?
Can you see everyone, Brad? You're in the meeting.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yeah. Blanche, you're on mute if you are trying to say anything.
This fun is with me here, and I mean, I'm in the spot because I can't compact my open tops, and I can't clean up my compactor and get it ready to go out, so I'm at my wit's end on what the heck to do. I think plenty of time to get it there, especially when they promised me, when they couldn't do it on that Friday, that it would be done Tuesday.
Who you talking to and what's the number?
I've been talking to Ryan, and it's 406-728-4331.
I will call him too. Not that you're not doing any good, John. I'll call him and see him on him. I know the boss down there too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they had